Welcome to Apex Esports League. I'm JT. Tonight we are live on Project Cars 2 for the Pagnian Imports Formula Renault Championship, and it is round 2 tonight, and that sees us at Imola. Looking at the session tonight for Imola, we've got 15 minutes of qualifying. Weather conditions will be clear. The race is 17 laps. Weather is light cloud through to heavy cloud, and there is a mandatory pit requirement. Our standings after round 1, we have DK Rush leading the championship on 148 points, and it's pretty tight between Mark and the head farmer for P2 and P3. Last week, our opening round was at Monza GP. DK qualified second, went on to take the race win, and he also secured the fastest lap bonus points. Now over to our track details. So we are in Italy for Imola. The track length is 4.9 kilometers. There's 17 turns. It is a fast and technical track. It's going to be great seeing them get around in the Formula Renaults. They put down some great pace the last week. And we did have a fair few connection dramas last week. That seems to have not been the case tonight, so fingers crossed, no disconnects. There's no lobby glitches going on, which is great. We get to see a Dirty Monkey tonight. He was clashing with multiple drivers last week. He couldn't even get into the qualifying. Mick Cliff suffered a disconnect towards the back end of qualifying. Hopefully no dramas for Mick tonight. If you're joining us for the stream, hit the follow button. And also jump in the chat, say hello, let us know who you're here to cheer on. There's also those sound effects controls down underneath the stream. Have some fun and play those. Okay. Driving off that corner, I think that was Vert. He's coming back on track now. Hey Steph, thanks for joining us on the stream. And they're eagerly trying to get some temp into these tyres very early here. Head Farmer had some blisteringly quick qualifying times last week. Tender overshoots the chicane. Those curbs on that chicane are rather aggressive. It's going to cause some issues if the cars are clipping that. So you have to try and find that nice patch of track in between. Oh, Steph, yeah, that would be good if we had you on track. Yes, PS Plus would definitely help with that. One's face has had to pull out of the series, so he won't be making it for the remainder. We're still missing a couple others as well. Drivers mentioning they've been getting some pretty quick 1 minute 29s. Oh, and Head Farmer's just had his lap invalidated. He's now gonna use the rest of this lap to heat up. He might have already been doing that actually, and cause the off track. So great battles in these Formula Renaults last week. And that curb gets the car off as well. Perfect time in the jump on for a lap. Turn 3. Oh, that's nice and sticky there. Needing to use that exit curbing, the car will stick straight through the middle. Even the hairpin, that was nicely taken. Coming on to a sharp left-hander. Avoids the curbs again. Last couple of corners before coming up to the hill. Easy to spool that car around into a spin. And the chicanes here, when we saw the curbs putting a few drivers off that line, you can see how high they are. The inner curb, not too bad to touch, but that sausage curb, launch that car straight up. And others here out of the corner. It's nice to run through these last corner. You can take a lot of inside curb. And hugging that wall. Try and maximise that lap time. 29.777. The head farmer, very quick. It's 1.3 seconds quicker than current times out there. Yeah, Steph is definitely good to see. We're not flooded here. We're going to have a heck of a mess to clean up at Imola. Oh, Mark comes in with a 30.3. There's already only 6 seconds separating 7 cars. And that's just in the first timed laps. Cliff has done a 31.958, 2.1 seconds away from Head Farmer's pole time. Monkey comes up to finish this lap. He had a 34 before, just got it down to a 33. DRS in the car, it's going to be pretty crucial when they're picking to use it. Oh, it takes a lot of inside curb. Car skated across. With the championship very tight after the opening round, they're going to need to try and get the best qualifying result that they can. Oh, who's getting down? Mark just lands at 29.997. It's 2 tenths away from Head Farmer's time. Screaming off up ahead. Oh, Head Farmer improves that time, a 29 flat. What a lap. Pretenders just being bumped down, Mix improved the lap, setting a 1:31.2. smooth line. He's still getting temp into the tyres. I see time's broken into the 1:28 potentially. And even with these times getting quicker and quicker up the front, that split is getting smaller. 5.6 seconds now. Drivers seem to come out for a couple of laps and then bring the car in. It's essentially out there for a hot lap. That's DK just up ahead. Oh, that's quite a lag spike that was showing. Looked like he was diving straight through the corner. Weaving before. Looks like he's probably on a timed lap now. Three minutes 30 remaining to qualifying. We got a second gap between pole and P2. Out of focus shot that we crossed over to catch Mick. And Mick's set a 1:31.2. It's half a second gap away from DK's time. No movement on that lap. Times is sitting pretty steady now. Oh, that rear slides out. Thrown out with Mark as well. Pushing these cars to the max. They're running that car super light. 5.7 litres in it currently. Oh, gets it sliding out. There goes that front wing. We roll back into the pits. And the lap before as well at 29.4 from Mark. That brought down that gap. The cars are saying they took a little while to bring back to the pits. That's the Dirty Monkey. That's it must be Nick's yellow car that was shot. "45 seconds to go." Vert goes off wide. Mark in the pits, that'll be qualifying done for him. And Vert's improved the time. He's moved up a position into P6, bumping Dirty to P7. That gap's now 4.2 seconds. Dirty Monkeys going for a fun little cruise around in the off-track area. Oh, that curves. This costs Vert. Qualifying complete. Final laps now. Dirty's parked up the side of the track. Vert's just had the off-track, which was slower. Head Farmers just brought the car back in. That's leaving DK and Mick Cliff. Oh, it was a little bit loose for Mick. Yeah, we got Dirty Monkey there, Steph. No clashing tonight. It was when he first joined the lobby, but he fixed it, so he was pretty stoked. Clashing with 4 different drivers in the lobby last week, so it's good that none of that tonight. Is there an improvement here for DK? There he is, he moves up a spot. He's into P3. That's with Pretender improving his time. That's dropped Mick Cliff down a spot. That's what Dirty Monkey was waiting for. And there's qualifying for round 2 at Imola. And Head Farmer is our pole position driver with a 1:29 flat. It's a very quick lap. Only 4 tenths away exactly is Mark in P2, and then have DK, Pretender, Mick Cliff, Vert Wheeler, and Dirty Monkey. If they can make no errors with top lap times like that, it's going to be a pretty tight race. Only a small field last week, we saw some intense battles going on that lasted quite good amount of time. Drivers getting themselves organised for their fit strategies and car setups. It is custom setup series. They'll end up having to take tyres on as well. They scrubbed out pretty quickly last week. Interesting to see if they mix up their pit strategies this week. Lights about to go green for race 2. Oh, delayed start there. That was Head Farmer. It bogged down. Must have had it in gear, I'm pretty sure. Like it was no incident. There's a car that's just gone diving off. That's Vert Wheeler out in the sand. Taking any damage. Looked like there was a sign or something that came flying back down. Yeah, he's lost that front wing, so that car's not going to have any turn in. But we'll be needing to use the pit stop on the first lap. If it hasn't got that car set up to be able to last a full set of tyres, it's going to mean 2 stops now. Tender up, having some good pace in P2, chasing Mark. Had to delay getting the foot down that curve, unsettled the car. So it's probably trying to get that car to make it its way through. Still a lot of understeer. Oh, they're sitting close. DK right on the tail of Pretender now. And there's Vert coming in the pits now. Farmer trying to reclaim some lost ground. Remaining stationary at the grid. Holding on in P4. Mark starting to put some space between P2 now. He's pushed out to nearly 1 second. Dirty Monkeys got pace race time penalty. There's only 2 second gap in total between the first 4. Rather wide lines taken by DK and Head Farmer, causing the drop back a little bit from the race lead. Pretender closing in quickly now. Last lap of 33.1 to a 34 for Mark. Gap's pushed out. Oh, not now. Mark's lost the car. Quick recovery, only loses the position. Can he hold on to that pace? Otherwise he's going to have DK and Head Farmer closing in pretty quickly along the straight. Like a fair bit of oversteer. That got a hold of Mark. Farmer just dropped off a little bit, ran rather wide through that corner before. Mark's looking to get that race lead back. He's have to try and block the racing line for the chicanes. Get a nice run out of here. Be enough gap to try and hold off Mark for a few more corners. There's a couple of post-race time penalties now. Dirty Monkey and Vert Wheeler both wearing them. Tanda made a nice run for that last sector, pushing out a good gap. 1.1 second lead. Time to drop back a little bit again. Similar wide line on that corner, causing the car to unsettle and drop some pace. Currently lap 5 of 17. We could potentially see some pits starting to occur in about 3 laps. Dirty Monkey bringing the car in. The end of lap 5. Back up. Close in on DK now. Mark stays out very wide before turn-in. Takes a little bit of dirt. Trying to carry as much mid-corner speed as he could. Got Pretender pulling away pretty quickly. And he's got DK and Head Farmer closing in as well. Nice run for DK. He had to actually veer her out. She might have even been contemplating pitting. The Head Farmers decided to go off. Get that mandatory pit out of the way. DK's got huge pace. DK. And a good amount of pace, but similar lap times to Mark. 33.631 and a 6.72 is the difference that last lap. There he's on the DRS by the look of it. Oh, Mark's lost some speed. Spins out. Narrowly avoids contact with DK, so that sees DK move up to P2. And Mick Cliff Big opportunity to get a position here to move up into P3. After pitting, Head Farmer comes out in P5, 45 seconds away from race lead. And Mark comes in the pit. I'd be surprised if those tyres were shot at that point. Interesting to see. If that one goes hard compound, tyres maybe a little bit being eaten a bit too much at Imola. Chanda's our race leader. With a 3.5 second lead over P2. There's some gaps. We've got these post-race time penalties. 1 second, the Dirty Monkey. Vert Wheeler's got 2 seconds. 3.3 second lead, Pretender. DK stays out on track as well. And it comes into the pits. Oh, there's a fun car up ahead. Vert Wheeler that was caught out in the sand trap from the looks of it. There's a bit of sand that was dragged back on the track. Well, that curb settling the car for Dirty. Starting to cloud over on track now. Hopefully those track temperatures are going to stabilise now. Pretender goes in to pit. Dirty Monkey's just exited the session. Looks like I've actually disconnected from myself, that's why I'm stuck on Head Farm at the moment. I can't actually change view. I'll rejoin as race director and be able to regain control. All the pressure is on Head Farmer now as he's the main focused. Yeah, it could very well been 39 clashing. back in now. P2 for Head Farmer. Has slowly been reeling that back in after the standstill at the grid. Controls back. Actually, car audio actually got the pre-race lobby sounds going through my ears, which is rather interesting. That's been dropping position for Pretender. Looked like he was coming back on track. DK pitting on lap 11. Head Farmer back up in race lead. Losing it at the start. Holding out in P2. While Pretenders has come into the pits. At a time penalty for pit lane violation as well. That's 10 seconds speeding in the pits. That's lovely. It just actually took that whole time for the game to sync for myself to get in. So I can actually hear some audio now, so that'll be nice. Some weird stuff going on with the lobby tonight. Head Farmer's currently doing some big pace. He's just set the fastest sector, sector 2. He's managed to cover a fair bit of ground since the pit stop. Oh, too much curb. That's unsettled the car for DK. Current standings, got Vert Wheel at P6. And all on the current race lap as well. Pretender in P5. McCliff P4. Looks like the fastest lap of the race was just set by Head Farmer. In P3 we have Mark. DK P2. Now 3 laps to go. And Head Farmer in the race lead. It's Head Farmer, DK and Mark that are super close for the championship. With the current mix, this is going to level things out pretty well coming into round 3. But Wheeler up ahead. That comes unstuck. Made an easy get around for the Head Farmer. No pace dropped. It's 12.5-second lead. Car off track up here. That was Verts. He stays over the side. He's going to have to get through the chicanes. Home for Mark. He's going to try and get around Super Quick here. He's not too far off from DK. Probably well timed here, be able to use slipstream, a bit of DRS to get around if there's anything left. It's probably been used by the look of it. Like mistake made by Head Farmer. That gap's dropped now. Losing about 6 seconds. There'll be room for another mistake like that. And could quite potentially have the tyres a bit chewed up at this point. Especially if it was an earlier stop than the halfway point. Yeah, those tyres are gone. DK making one of the later hits. He's going to have a lot more rubber to be able to get around these last couple of laps. That gap's probably going to be able to come down, potentially take the win. Head Farmer's going to have to try and keep that car as stable as possible without losing any time. Even if you're going to just be a few seconds slower on the lap just to save yourself a spin. That's not too bad when it's the final lap and you've got a 7-second lead. slippery for DK as well, so could be in the same position. It looks like Head Farmer's actually pulling away. Oh, makes a mistake of oversteer. Lucky for that nice gap. Bit of a time buffer. They've used what's left of the rubber on these cars. Head Farmer's done fantastic from qualifying through to the race, and big comeback after being standstill at the grid. Congratulations, Head Farmer. I'm pretty sure that's fastest lap of the race still as well, so it's probably a clean sweep. DK on the podium, P2, and Mark in P3. On podium, and Mitcliffe in P4. Pretender in P5. He was in the lead for a portion of the race as well. That's P5 for Pretender. And that'll be P6 for Vert. There are our results for the race in round 2. Head Farmer taking the win, and it does appear to be a clean sweep for Head Farmer. He's managed to come through with 1:37.09 for the fastest lap of the race. Well done. And then on the podium also with Head Farmer in P2 is DK, and then P3 is Mark. And got Mitcliffe, Pretender, and Vert Wheeler. We will just need to make sure I save the replay on this screen as I'm inviting in our podium finishers. I've Head Farmer, DK, and Mark in here. Congrats on the run, DK.
Yeah, cheers, OT. Very tough race.
Yeah, it was pretty tight and looked like it was getting a little bit loose towards those last couple of laps.
Yeah, I think me and Farmer had the same.
Made. Yeah, had the same.
Farmer had the same thing. Yeah, but our minds just started to wander. And massive congrats to Farmer on the win, and a huge thank you for the setup too, mate. I appreciate that. I hadn't had any practice during the week because of my arm.
Yeah,
well done.
That was a great run. That's a clean sweep too.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah,
it was a pretty good comeback considering you're standing still at the start.
Oh, I know.
Did you forget to put it in gear, or?
Yep, did. I was like, after having last week and doing the double tap and stuff, I was just set in, I'm right, and yeah, had everything teed up what I was going to do, and I forgot to put the damn thing in gear, so I can't blame anything else this week. But
no.
I was happy coming back. I was stuck behind DK, and then Mark was in front sort of thing, and I decided to pit a little bit early and try and jump, and which sort of thankfully worked and gave me a bit of clear air.
Yeah, I was almost going to move over and block you coming out of the pits, but you're definitely going too fast for that.
Oh, yeah.
I thought, no, I'll just hold my line.
Yeah.
Well done, mate. Great drive. Congrats, Mark.
No,
yeah, congrats, Mark. Great drive as well.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Thank you.
It was. Made silly mistakes.
Well, I think we all did. I saw the times change so much on the board. I reckon all of us did.
Yeah, I was 12 seconds away from Farmer, and the next lap I was 5 seconds. I was like, he must have gone off.
Yeah, the next one jumped up nearly 8 or 9 seconds again, and
because I was concentrating on the Mark behind me. I'm like, he's catching.
I was a little too desperate to get you. We were all making mistakes.
Yeah.
I was like, please just don't be Monza all over again where I'm trying to catch you and I stuff up.
Yeah, the worst part is the slower you try and go through the chicanes or anything, the worse it is for the car.
Yeah.
It just gets too loose, or your wheel spin coming out, or...
Oh, I was so bad in that third sector. In those last two corners, I struggled so much. I don't know why.
Yeah, I ended up getting one engine damage before I pitted. I don't know how.
Yeah, I did fuck
That's
with one at the
interesting.
end as well. I
Yeah,
reckon you might have been right the other night, DK. It could be
yeah
those
I think it was jumping that yellow
Curbs.
curves,
Yeah.
because the gearbox is at the rear, and
And you got stung with that last week too, didn't you?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I quickly had to change my pitch strategy on the go, because I was going to change tyres. And I thought, hang on, I should have enough, so I had to quickly change it to just fixing the damage. And I only had the front straight to do that. But yeah, I can't lift my right arm, it's killing me.
Yeah,
That was a tough race.
Yeah.
That was a
It was
good
just a
effort
tough drive in
considering.
general.
Yeah,
Even when you're by yourself.
Yeah, once I knew I couldn't catch Farmer, I was just concentrating on Mark, going, man, he's catching me so fast.
And then on the last straight, I was just praying I would get closer and closer.
Oh no, I was just thinking, just
That
don't get
last
the
lap.
slipstream, just don't get that slipstream. If you had gotten my slipstream, you definitely would have got me. For sure. I was
I
almost going
tried
to
to on
go
the
for
back straight
you.
after the chicane.
I was almost going to go up the inside of you on the front straight at, I think, lap 5 or 6 or something. But
Oh yeah, I remember.
wasn't-
I remember a few of those
wasn't-
times.
I wasn't quite close enough. I thought, nah, I'll back out of it. I'll
No,
play
I
it
was.
safe.
Yeah, no, my car was very loose at the time. I had to pose my roll bars a fair bit to make it a bit more understeery, and after that,
Okay.
I didn't trust the car.
Yeah,
So I was
some more
just
like
taking it
cold
easy.
trickle, I just get in and
Yeah,
drive.
definitely.
I don't know anything about the setup.
Yeah, it
so.
looked like your car was a little bit unsettled at the start of the race, Mark.
I don't know why it was. It felt so loose.
Yeah, it just seemed completely different from qualifying.
Yeah, definitely. And all I changed in quality to race is obviously the fuel load and the radiator. So that's obviously because I didn't practice any race runs, and I set my car up around 3 laps worth. And yeah, once I chucked in 80
Yeah.
litres of fuel, she didn't feel so
Like
good.
it.
No, I'll shit myself off the start line because I nearly ran up Farmer's ass because he didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
pretty
so
close.
right.
That was
Yeah.
very close.
I was
I was
wondering
like-
what happened at the start.
Am I going to make it through? I didn't know where the car was on my right. I just went, am I going to make it through or not? But no, it was good.
Yeah,
Poor Pretender, he had more pit dramas.
Oh yeah, that
that's what
was
was going
sad.
on.
Same as last week, yeah, I think. Similar.
I see he's hit it
He
3
was
times, didn't
flying. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
flying at the start.
Give him tyres. Like, did the empty tyres, essentially.
Yeah, he was
around-
even just hard to catch in general. Like I could catch him around the corners because I had a really high downforce setup.
Yeah.
But once we got to more straights, and he just flew.
And he
Yeah.
powered out of those corners, too.
Yeah.
Bit in.
Yeah.
He was catching up to you pretty quick. And then when
Yeah,
you
I was
run
completely
around
just trying to
it
tyre
was-
save. I was lifting and coasting a
Yeah.
shit ton in the first 4 laps because my car just didn't feel stable. And then once he
Yeah.
got me, I'm like, oh, I've got to try and go fast now. And I tried to go fast, and then the car just spun.
Well, I nearly T-boned you when you went out under the grass down the bottom of the hill, and then
Yep.
the right hander you spun. I was like, just back off. I nearly hit your rear wing,
Oh, well, just glad you didn't. Otherwise, we both might not be in the
Um,
top 3.
mate. You did well to come back from that spin, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Big.
Yeah, I was trying.
Yeah, that was great. But no, congrats on the clean sweep, Farmer. It was
No,
really well
it's a
done.
very
mate.
good performance.
Solid run.
Yeah, cheers,
Dominating,
guys.
absolutely dominated it.
Yeah, and then it looks
Yeah.
like probably the finishing order is going to make things pretty level
Pretty
on the
tight,
championship
yeah,
standings.
absolutely,
Yeah, Q's just
definitely.
pretty much balance it out now.
for
Because
sure.
Farmer got pole at Monza with a DK at pole, so I think Farmer might just be in front by the tiniest bit.
I
Yeah.
think so because of the clean sweep, because the extra
Yeah.
5 points as well for the fastest lap and
Yeah.
his qualifying.
Yeah,
Because I was
Yeah.
behind you in qualifying, so I was third. So yeah, no, it'll definitely make it close.
Going to make it interesting coming
For
into
sure.
Red Bull. So great.
I feel confident
no.
about Circuit of Americas, but I'm not sure about Zhuhai.
I'm just not sure about the Red Bull ring.
Yeah, that's just a tough one in general. I just don't know what to think. Yeah,
I know me and
like
the curbs
Zhuhai I
don't
struggle
get
with, but
along.
Red Bull's just a struggle there.
Yeah, me and the curbs don't get along at the Red Bull ring.
You don't need camber, but you need downforce. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I always end up sliding on that second last turn and ending up in the pits where I don't.
Oh yeah, that one's a horrible one.
Yeah.
Those downhill double left-handers, I hate the most there.
Yes, true.
Yeah, they can bring on Stuck Brick.
Yeah, you've really
That
got
will
to
definitely
trust
be a
the
tough
car,
one.
but no, I should make the championship really, really close. I said it was a great drive for both of you.
Yeah, you as well. I mean, I
Yeah,
was
cheers,
hoping that
lads.
if I
That was
got you, we would have the reverse grid of Monza. If not, we can just keep switching positions in the top 3 if you want.
Yeah, mate,
I'll take a
I'll
turn.
take it. I'll just get out there and try and go as fast as I can and try not to get
I
in
reckon
anyone's
Pretender
way.
definitely deserves something though, because he had a real quick car.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I feel,
Yeah, I felt bad
that
for him.
feels,
Yeah,
yeah,
hopefully no pit
100%.
dramas next week. You can get up there
That
and
He's
sucks.
definitely got to get something soon after like how quick his car was at the start before whatever happened to him.
Yeah, I know, I couldn't
Yeah.
catch him. I just could not, even once he got in front of you, I couldn't catch either of you. But,
We
yeah.
might have to
Oh,
do a few practice runs with him during the week to try and figure out what the hell's going on.
oh yeah.
Yes, trying to figure out what's going
definitely,
on with his pit
yeah,
strategy. Pit,
see what it's doing.
Yeah, then at
Yeah.
least he can get it fixed maybe because it happened last week or whatever he's
yeah,
done.
yeah,
Something pretty weird with it.
that's it. Well, thanks again, JT. Appreciate your work.
Yeah,
Thanks
no
for
worries.
hosting. It's a good race.
Yeah, it was a great
Great
race,
shit,
Cheers,
guys.
Series.
guys.
JT.
Congrats again, Farmer and Mark. Well
Yeah.
done.
Well done to the both
Thanks,
of you.
mate. Well done, DK round two, mate. That is a cracker effort.
Cheers, mate. I'll sleep well tonight. A few more painkillers and I'll be done.
Nice.
I've already almost hit my limit for painkillers today, though. That's the problem.
That's
Yeah,
not good.
rest up.
Yes. Alright, thanks,
No
guys.
worries.
Have a good
Congrats,
night.
See you
guys.
guys. Bye.
There we have our podium finishes. We've had Farmer taking the win for round 2, DK in P2 and Mark in P3. And they will be back again next week. Same time, 7:45 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time for live for round 3, and that's at Red Bull Ring GP. And we've also got round 3 for iRacing on Monday night, and that'll be live from 7:35 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. So it'll be great if you can jump in and tune in for that one. Thanks for tuning in tonight, and hope to see you trackside next time.